Everyone, welcome to WITS Connect. This is Raju Madhi, Assistant Professor of ECE Department, Warangal Institute of Technology and Science. Today in this session, I am going to explain about D flip-flop. The D flip-flop may be called as data flip-flop as well as delay flip-flop. And this D flip-flop is used to store the 1-bit data, either it is 0 or 1. And we already discussed about SR flip-flop in previous class, that SR flip-flop having 4 states. Those all are no change condition, set condition and reset condition and indeterminate condition. But in this delay flip-flop we have only 3 states, and that indeterminate state will not present in the D flip-flop. So that's why the speed of the D flip-flop is much higher than the SR flip-flop. Okay, in this session we will discuss about the logical circuit of the D flip-flop as well as the truth table of the D flip-flop. Okay, the logic circuit of the D flip-flop is here. The cross-sectional connection of the 2 NAND gates is called as latch. So here I am taking one NAND gate, the output will be treated as Q, and here I am taking Qn plus 1, and this is the Qn, this is called as present state, and this is called as next state output and present state output. And here I am taking another NAND gate. So here we are using 4 NAND gates. Here I am shorting 2 inputs. This is clock signal, so this is basically the SR flip-flop, but these 2 inputs is shorted together, and here I am giving the input as D. And for this input here I am using one NOT gate, the NOT gate having the IC number of 7404. When I am giving the input like 0, then the complement of the 0 will be gives here like 1 output. And here I am totally using the 4 NAND gate, first one, second and third and fourth. So this is the logic circuit of the D flip-flop, and the basic block diagram of D flip-flop is, and this is the flip-flop, and here I am giving the D input and clock signal input, and the outputs are like Qn and Qn plus 1. That is present state output and next state input. And the truth table of the D flip-flop is, here I am giving the inputs, that is clock signal and the D input and the present state and Qn plus 1 next state, and here I am taking one comment. So if I am giving the clock signal is equal to 0 and D input either it is 1 or 0, then we will get the 2 conditions, that is present state either it is 0 or 1. If I am giving the present state output Qn is equal to 0, and here the clock signal is equal to 0, 0 into anything is equal to 0. Here the complemented of 0 is equal to 1. The first NAND gate output is equal to 1, and the 0 into anything is equal to 0. 0 complement 1 here. So if I am taking the Qn is equal to 0 and Qn into 1 is 0 into 1 is equal to 0. 0 complement here we are getting 1. Okay, and 1 cross 1 equal to 1. 1 की complement 0 here. Okay, so 0, then the output is equal to 0, and if Qn is equal to 1, 1 cross 1 equal to 1. 1 की complement 0, and 0 cross 1 is equal to 0. 0 complement 1. So output here we are getting 1. So whatever the present state input we are giving, then the next state output is equal to 0. So that's why this state will be treated as no change condition. Okay, no change. And here I am giving the clock signal is equal to 1 and D input is equal to 0, and we have the Qn is equal to 0 or 1. Qn is equal to 0 and the clock signal is equal to 1 and D input is equal to 0 here. So 0 is applied for the first NAND gate as well as 1 input here, and 0 complement is equal to 1. 1 cross 1 equal to 1. 1 complement 0, and again 0 cross 1 is equal to 0. 0 complement 1 here. So Qn is applied for the fourth NAND gate, and 0 cross 0 is equal to 0. 0 complement here we are getting the output is equal to 1, and 1 cross 1 equal to 1. 1 की complement 0. So output is equal to 0, and if Qn is equal to 1, 1 cross 0 is equal to 0. 0 complement 1 again, and 1 cross 1 is equal to 1. 1 की complement 0. So the Qn is equal to either 0 or 1, then we are getting the output is equal to 0. Then this state will be called as reset condition. Reset condition. And coming to the next condition, the clock signal is equal to 1 and D input is equal to 1. Then we will get the two combinations like Qn is equal to 0 or 1. Okay, and I am taking Qn is equal to 0 here, and the D input is equal to 1 here. D input is equal to 1. Then the input is applied for the first NAND gate here, and the 1 key complement 0. That 0 is applied for the second NAND gate. Okay, 1 cross 1 equal to 1. 1 key complement 0 here, and 1 cross 0 equal to 0. 0 complement 1. Okay, and Qn is equal to 0. 0 cross 1 equal to 0. 0 complement 1. 1 cross 0 is equal to 0. 0 complement 1. So the output is equal to 1. And next Qn is equal to 1 here, and Qn is equal to 1. That 1 is applied for the fourth NAND gate here. 1 cross 1 is equal to 1. 1 की complement 0. Okay, next 0 cross 0 is equal to 0. 0 complement 1. So here always we are getting the output is equal to 1 in this condition if the D input is equal to 1 and clock signal is equal to high. Then this state called as reset condition. Okay, so in this D flip-flop we don't have the indeterminate or invalid state, and this is not used anyway. So that is the main advantage of the D flip-flop. Here we are giving the only two inputs, that is D is equal to 0 or 1, and as well as if the clock signal is equal to 0, then we are getting no change condition. Okay, in next class we will discuss about JK flip-flop. Right, thank you.